While I am safe with minimal to really no damage from any of the storms or tornadoes that touched down in the last couple of days, I have spent the last 24 hours without internet. And the upside to that is it has given me a chance to spend quite a bit of time with my own thoughts, to read, and to actually execute on some ideas, some craft projects that I've had in my head. I wanted to turn this really fabulous box that I got into a tray for my bed, so I did work on that. I've made chicken broth for a base of a hot and sour soup that I plan to make. I'm going to use the chicken to make some tostadas and or flautas. And also just, again, spending some time with my thoughts about so many things and making some videos to share those thoughts with others. I want to say how thankful I am to be safe and to have not have to spend time thinking about repairing and rebuilding my life, and which is the reality for so many people. So very thankful for that, and also thankful for the time that I didn't necessarily want, but that I've gotten to explore my own creativity and just follow through on some of the ideas and some of the thoughts that I've been having over forever. So excited about that, but again, very thankful, and my thoughts go out to everyone who has not been that lucky and in that position. Hey y'all. So at the end of last year, I sold my house in Maryland and came back to Texas, and have decided now to stay in Texas for a little while, or at least have Texas be my home base. But while I'm originally from Texas, moving back after more than 2 decades, I am really trying to get acclimated to these damn skeeters, this heat, and these weather patterns. So we in Texas, as along with other states, and it's made the news, and it has been devastating for a lot of people, have been hit by tornadoes and other things. I will say that I am very thankful that I and my sister have not experienced any major damage to the house, and we are safe. However, we are in this period right now where we have been 24 hours without internet, which, again, compared to the devastation around the nation, absolutely nothing. However, my mind is at work and doing probably a whole lot. It's given me a lot of time with my thoughts, and just doing random things. I've made chicken stock, done a couple of craft projects, and it does make me realize how active and productive I can be when I don't have the internet. I can't stream TV, can't do any of that. So it's interesting. But one of the thoughts that I've been having is about this metaphorical cookout that Black people mostly talk about, and who's invited to the cookout. And I thought that some of it had wound down because of how ridiculous it is, but I think that there's like a video or something like that with John B, and now people are like, yeah, he can come to the cookout. I'm like, okay, listen. More than several years ago, I just invited myself to the cookout because I'm like, everybody's invited to the cookout, and that ain't what I'm looking for. I think that there are some real questions, and some real, there should be some gatekeeping with the cookout that ain't happening. I don't know who's in charge, but here's my suggestion. If we're gonna have a questionnaire about who's invited to the cookout and who can be brought to the cookout, we need to be asking people things like, do you believe in systemic racism? Do you believe that there's a difference between I'm not racist and I am anti-racist, and the actions that go along with each? Do you vote in every election? What was the last campaign you donated to? What charities do you donate to? And I don't mean to, I understand that the cookout metaphor is supposed to be fun and funny, but I do think that there's a lot of work that we need to do, that I want to do, to make sure that I am surrounded by people who have shared values, and that I share values with, and who are committed to making this world a better, livable, respectful place for everyone, not just for people who look like me, but for everyone. Understanding does everybody at this cookout respect and honor people's pronouns? I mean, come on, like, we have to make sure, I want to make sure that I am surrounding myself and unified with people who want to make this world a better place. And yes, the cookout might be lit, even though there's some terrible people there, but I don't want to be there. I want to be with people and in situations that make me better, and where I can just be comfortable, and anybody who is invited to the cookout can actually be comfortable. So those are just my thoughts. Again, whoever is doing the guest list, whoever is gatekeeping for the cookout, again, I have sent a permanent non-RSVP, because I know everybody doesn't feel like this, but my suggestion would be that we think about building the cookout around those values, and making sure that no matter who you are, if you don't share those values, you ain't coming to the cookout. I don't care how you sing, I don't care how you dance, I don't care what you do. You're not coming to the cookout. Just my suggestion.